Yippee!
Yippee! Okay, back into it.
Been a while.
Welcome back, everyone, to Night Sky Arena. And I've been waiting for so long to say that. Already straight into it with a very anticipated rematch, to say the very least. Two teams that have a lot of story, for sure, and not exactly bad blood, but OPZ did knock down to the lower bracket of Group C during the Night Sky Invitational, which ultimately caused a butterfly effect, which culminated in WIC's eventual elimination by the hands of none other than HNL.
HNL mentioned.
So
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because OPZ, how many people did they keep? I know they kept John Pork. I'm not sure. I've not been following.
Yeah,
Is it just him?
They kept JP and they kept All I Need, or Koi. They kept John Pork and
Okay.
Koi.
Meanwhile, what's it called? At the very least, I don't recognize the name of the middle one, but at the very least, still 4 of their players.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they kept 4 out of 5, and that's one of the reasons why I personally was advocating for to be ranked higher than they are, because this team was already a good team, right? Even though they kind of went out in
yeah.
5th, 6th place, I don't think that anyone could make the argument that was ever going to make it past 5th, 6th place. I think that they placed right where they wanted, and now they're back and they've had a lot of time, right?
And not only that, they also did play with subs during those
yeah,
games at the
100%.
end.
They're in their full roster right now. The cool thing is, last time these two teams played, it was in the opening match of the Night Sky Invitational of Group C, and now they're back in Group D in the opening match.
How do I follow the observer?
You press the left bracket. I'm following you now, Brax. Are you there, by the way?
All right, there we go.
Yes, I am here. Hello.
All right.
All right. I'll take pistol. This should be an interesting matchup indeed. Let's see if Legacy of OPZ is enough to take down the still standing Legacy of what's it called right now? Because they still have 4 of their players again.
Both of these teams had a lot of success during the Invitational. We'll see if they can emulate that during this arena.
I see a big A fight here coming from OPZ. Looks like what's it called? Have other plans though. Take the mountain space here.
Immediately taking control of Rebel, but we're seeing a
Rebel,
push out at the flank.
Decide to pivot towards A fully, but they've got a large flank on their back.
Already gaining space, execing through tree. Paranoia comes out, everyone off site. 3-person wrap coming in, but 2 still in Rebel. All I need finds
big fight going on here.
Nimbus gets the trade, but All I Need actually wins it out. Ooh, whiffy from
a bit
Nimbus.
of a whiff. 3 versus 3 on the retake. Let's see if what's it called? Can retake this side or not? It's John Pork a little bit behind the tree, but John Pork gets 2 of them. Nimbus and Zera fall to his hands. See if he gets 1 onto R30. They're both holding him. It might be a little hard here. Smoke might do something, but will it be enough? And no. What's it called? Pull in the first round.
Finds the pistol round. Wins the first round of the Night Sky Arena. Big accomplishment. We're seeing some good stuff from what's it called, you know? Very proactive, immediately pushing out of B, 3-person flank, finding a lot of early space. They just didn't know how to deal with All I Need. Koi on the Vise, coming out, holding control of Rebel. Very impressive shots, for sure. Very good understanding of the win condition for that round. OPZ just had a good game plan and capitalized on it, for sure. Seeing a 4-person stack over towards C. NNM Nami immediately TPs out over towards Rebel, takes control. I wonder how long until OPZ susses out the fact that there's actually nobody over towards A. There's 4 people strong on C. Fade solo holding over towards B.
OPZ might have the right here read towards A here, but do they know it? That's the question.
Seems like they just sussed something out. Is actually going to walk back over towards A. Very slow round so far. OPZ showing a ton of respect to what's it called.
Bring them
Comes
down.
through, clearing the B main space. Wall as well. Trying to put a little bit of pressure, maybe block off what they suspect to be an A push, but it's too late. OPZ is already broken through the choke. Is now firmly on A. R30 trying to put a little bit of pressure on B, but OPZ is just not causing what's it called to fall for this. They're up in A heaven. Going to hear everything. John Pork. Boombot to clear out. Drop. Spike will be planted by
Spike
Koi.
planted.
Ooh.
Bam,
Well,
Zera barely makes it out alive. Nami's TP will be heard. Zera just lurking around in heaven. Pre-opened as well. They still have rubble control. They don't even have to play on site here. They have plenty of space. 3 members of WiC grouping up over towards heaven. It looks like they just want to die to the spike. And I wonder, we're going to see anyone be allowed to hunt here. We are pretty close to a Visol already for Koi. All I need.
Get caught up with a nade.
No, nade comes out, and it looks like
Oh,
no,
actually-
JP gets a pick onto Omen somehow. That's impressive, but still, 5-person save for to die to the spike. Penalty actually finds Senzu.
Wow.
Interesting development, but still, no harm, no foul. 4 people surviving for OPZ. Money's gonna get pretty good. Ultimate orbs starting to get smoothed just a little bit. WSA don't really have anything to show out of these 2 rounds, and now 5 rounds gonna come out. We'll have to see what they can do. The buy is a little bit broken though. They will have full rifles, but 3 people with the light shield coming up, and as we know, Jet Senzu still has an outlaw. This double duelist is something that we haven't actually seen a ton of out of OPZ. They've always played very traditional comps, but now picking up a new player, Senzu, putting John Pork on the raise, playing this double duelist composition, and they started out really well.
Gotta see a big fight here.
Yeah, it looks like WiC is just fighting rubble a little bit. Senzu missed outlaw shot, just a little bit of spam. Prowler to clear this space. Doesn't actually catch John Pork somehow. But Senna catches John Pork out. Knows they have control of rubble. Still 4 over, but Viper sitting unbreakable. Vice clearing the C space. Walking up B. Might prepare to open door, but right now just putting a hold on it.
They're for sure ready for this if they want to exec B. And honestly, what's it called? Have a good control of the map right now.
Soul
Sarah.
hold over towards C. They have the read. They know that WiC actually ready to go. Prowler comes through, going to catch out Sarah. Spam shot through the smoke. A free sight for OPZ. R30 gets that plant. One closer to a fatal, and now WiC all of a sudden on the back foot. However, they are still up numbers. That's the silver lining to all this, and Jet is low. Moving up 3 over towards Hull. Vi's still over towards water. Fade coming through door will be
They want to
heard.
fight towards spawn.
Senzu still holding the flank. Knows that nobody's there. Nami, quick shots all around. Cart finds first. All I need finds the trade, but Senna finds all I need in return. 4 versus 2. Still holding strong. R30 finds penalty. OPZ
3v2.
2 versus 3. Surely OPZ don't win this. Senzu finds Arden.
Senzu.
R30 finds Cart. Zera finds R30. It's 1 versus 1. Zera knows where Senzu is. 6 bullets left.
There's no
Time is
time.
ticking, and Zera has to save. OPZ wins the 3rd round by a thin margin.
Honestly,
Still.
incredible round from both teams. I think even if what's it called makes one different step there, they get that bomb off.
Yeah.
But OPZ was able to hold them off barely just enough, just so they couldn't get the bomb diffuse off.
Yeah, it's very good time management skills, and also the read. Knowing that B is empty, but realizing that WiC are prepared to rotate through breakable, through heaven. They have so much space. The B retake so easy in that position. So instead, they pivot through door on the C
Tear them
and
down.
capture the solo holder, push him off the site, get the spike down, and all of a sudden, because they are flourishing. And rubble fight again, 3 people strong
wow.
for what's it called? Already,
Teams are fighting.
Senna finds Zinzu. R30
Oh,
gets
R30 with
2
2.
in return. Shots are nice. Now breakable will be opened. Nimbus forced to back off the line, yielding the space to OPZ, grouping up with Viper. 3 over
Both sides.
towards C and B, and OPZ have all of the A space. Just gonna lock up now. Koi Thorn to block this out, makes the retake even harder. Prowler comes out, clear space. They're still taking it slow, doing their due diligence. Have a minute on the timer. Taking it down just a little bit. Tree popped. Prowler to clear.
We have 3v3 retake. Let's see if what's it called can get anything out of this, considering they have 2 pistols and a vandal.
All
from
I need
Zera.
Here's his sheer
Spike planted.
opens.
Toxins going
R30 has a fatal now. Not sure that he will need it into this round. At least he shouldn't. Clearing this close corner.
Toxin screen down.
Boy over towards Rubble has the information. Has to watch the flank. He knows someone there. Nimbus makes noise. Alerts Koi. Who's thinking Boombot will be used. Koi, you have to dodge.
He knows.
He has a Vandal. Koi dodges the Boombot, but actually no, it hits him. And now Nimbus.
Satchel out.
Why isn't that what's going on? Nimbus finds all I need, and all of a sudden, Ray's ult popped, fatal, primed and ready to be taken. R30 around the door. Zera finds John Pork, and only one left. R30 is gonna have to go big or go home. Fatal can be used. Eye comes out, and
Carp catches him.
puts a finish to OPZ. They find the thrifty round and get on the board.
I mean, honestly, just an incredible retake here from what's it called? I mean, they were able to separate all I need from the rest of the pack, so that way they can kill him.
Yeah,
And then
100%. And in fact, they didn't even really need to separate him. He was already separated. They already knew from the pistol round, whenever they 3-person flanked through B, that all I need loves to play Rebel and hold that space. And they realized, okay, we have to take this Rebel space if we want the future to be good. And Penalty capitalized on that realization so well. So nice to watch. Towards stairs, Vi solo holding A.
I have the spike.
Grouping up over towards C. They have some sort of read. One way comes out. They think the fake of some sort. Prowler comes out, clears the open space. Raise and Fade walking into Mound right as OPZ groups up. I will be shot by John Pork. Only one person heard so far creeping around the corner. You're gonna have to clear the raise. You're gonna have to clear close right. John Pork, no! Nimbus finds 2 before he's finally cleared the day by Nami. A penalty finds Nami. In return, it's a 4 versus 2. OPZ down numbers once again. What's it called? Crawling out of the mud. Penalty pushing through. Smoke comes through as well. Avias, while still holding the space, will not do much, especially as the Prowler catches Nimbus, or catches Koi, sorry. Senzu finds Zera. It's a good start for sure. Still a 3 versus 2. They have control of the spike. Pinged out by Penalty. He has the read. Here's the noise. Molly comes through. A little bit of extra stall. Boy. Spamming Senzu as well. Waits for the Molly to disappear. Seas comes through. Doesn't catch anyone. Paranoia as well. A lot of utility expended just to allow the smoke to be refreshed. And Senzu pushes straight through. Smokes. All I need. Finds Art and Senna. Cart found by all I need. It's a 1 versus 1. And Penalty! With the classic! 2 rounds on the board for what's it called?
Find you.
that was a very close round, and honestly, good clutch from Penalty there, because that was looking a little dangerous from OPZ.
I mean, 100%. They had a great position, Poke, and you're right. It was a great clutch, and it's worrying that that's what it had to come through, but it's also comforting that Penalty is able to clutch it out and able to stay calm in these situations. And all of a sudden, OPZ are losing momentum. Somehow, what's it called? An absolute roundabout. A turnaround from the first part of this game. Both of these teams are hanging out B main, but only one of these teams is actually taking over. Penalty will hear that Rubble is being taken over as well. Being heard cross map. Prowler from what's it called clears out the B space. 3 now pops. Fade Prowler from OPZ clears out that space. Zera solo anchor over towards A once again. Forced to play off site. At the same time, Koi lurking onto C. Carp, a little bit of sleep. Carp, you have to hold the single. You can't die. It is all I need.
Wow.
It's a banger of a shot on the Carp. And all of a sudden, C-site is cracked
Nimbus.
wide open. Nimbus finds Senzu.
Their flank.
A little bit of a consolation, but Zera holding this. Koi, you can't overpeak. Koi gets out alive somehow. It can't get any better than this. An open C-site. And a Vise who gets out alive no matter what. Thorns come through. Extra stall. Not exactly popped yet. Just trying to play into retake. Thorns will be popped now. Blocking off Senna. Taking the extra space. Now Senna and Raze grouping up. Buys ult pop just to allow for the plant. OPZ want this round. Senna teleports out, keeps his gun alive, but there's a flank. There's a flank. Nami with the sheriff. It's a backline hero. With shots, but it won't even matter. No matter what, this is incredible. Nimbus finally finds Nami.
2v3 retake. And what's it called? Do it.
Nimbus and Zera grouping up over towards Halls, clearing these angles very carefully. Koi in the corner, not going to be cleared. R30 holding the cross. Zera finds all I need. In the corner, Zera. Another banger, and Nimbus puts an end to it. Yet again, absolute heroics.
I mean,
did that go? What's
it's
it
working.
Way? It's working. You're
it's
right.
working, but like I don't know how long they can keep it working for.
Not while
They've been I mean, I don't remember the first round they won, but to be honest, these past 2 rounds that they've won have been off of mostly hero plays. Here from 1 or 2 select players.
Right.
Now we
If
win.
one or two select players, but OPZ, I don't think the issue is the fact that have hero plays pulling them through. I think the issue is that OPZ have no answer. They had early momentum, and now that is crawling back into the game, they have no answer. And all of a sudden, this round is the swing round. Whoever loses this round is bound to lose the next. As well, ultimates coming through finally for OPZ. Jet, Omen, Raze, and Fade. Only one missing is Vise, used last round into a round that was not won. And now, speaking of which, Raze pops that ultimate straight onto C, finding an open sight. Thorn pop won't do much. Jet dashes through, a little bit of damage taken from the Thorns. Base garnered. Like
Big
now,
5v5 retake here.
not exactly
from both
5v5.
sides.
Looks like a 4v5, and all I need is
Oh.
wrapping around on the B. But
Actually,
Carp
yeah.
has the read. All I need
Carp
isn't looking.
knows.
All I need gets caught up by Carp, who reads him perfectly, like an open book. And now, decides
this is a good
investing this
Vice
ult is a good investment. Fataled as well, just to try and get the space paranoia. But there's one man still on site. John Pork, what can you do? What can you show us? Blinded up. But none the wiser, John Pork finds Nimbus, finds one
Gets
more
2.
on site. He's pulling heroics, but they're gonna have to do more. Penalty finds Num, ready to finds John Pork. Penalty finds Sindu as well. R30, last one left alive. Sticking. Penalty found by R30. There's just one alive, and it's not planned for you. Carp on the spike. R30 finds the headshot.
Where are you?
4th round for OPZ. Speaking of heroics, there's R30 when you need him the most.
I mean, yeah, you can do as much good util as you want, play as much good Valorant as you need, but in the end, it comes down to one man with a gun, and that man is R30.
Right, but Poke, I have to beg the question. Is using 2 8 or ultimates into a round and getting nothing really good Valorant? I don't think so. And it looks like whenever doesn't have heroics, they don't have a round. That is an
true,
issue.
actually.
And now that OPC finally dealt with it, it looks bad for them. Now, Zero. Solo
More on
over
that
towards C,
aim,
yet
though.
again, not even a little bit of utility. 4 over towards Rubble, yet again a 4-1, leaving the B side open, and this time nobody's in breakable, nobody's in position. Visewall will hear this information, grouping up on the Visewall, wanna just grip and fast flank. Visewall now on B, will be popped. And Zera hears the noise, Bandit on site, Flash comes through, Senzu trying to block himself off. Raze comes through, gonna push Zera out of position. Zera, the unmovable object, still has the ghost on site, and they are none the wiser. Still behind the pillar.
Spike planted.
As there's a
Big
4-person
flank
flank
here, though.
coming through. Yeah, 4-person flank gonna be a big engagement. Carp finds John Pork. Only one more, and you have to clear this close corner. Prowler is perfect. Nimbus pops the Razor into it. Finds Senzu. There's still one on site. Sarah finally found out. R30 finds the first. Carp gets the trade. Finally on site. Squished and suffocated. Nami is low HP. Teleports away. Penalty joins Nami, and only one left alive. All I need on site. Finds the first. Finds the second. 2 more left. Your low HP of a Vandal and Nimbus puts it into the round. The ultimate eco round from
I mean, how many ecos is this that, have won now?
Dude, I don't even know, man. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. Give them Vandals, meh, maybe. But give them a Sheriff and a few Ghosts.
That's where
Definitely gonna get that round out.
Give 2 big ultimates, Buys and Fade, and they'll find nothing. But give them a ghost, they'll find the round. All of a sudden, ultimates now being cycled out. Only ultimates left aren't exactly big, just a Viper pit to be heard of for pinging out Rubble. Don't exactly want to fight it this time. Instead, 2 people strong over towards B. Want to get this early space penalty. Early C's another combo. Could be dangerous.
Nade, actually.
Nade will not find anything somehow, even though C's was perfect. Prowler comes out, clears all of close to main space. Wall comes out, just trying to stall this out a little bit. Are definitely nervous. 3 grouping up over towards Breakable. Well, there's a solo hold over on A. It's just Carp to be heard of. As well as Koi calling his team back over, has the read, and it is a good read for sure. R30, Late Eye primed. All he will find is empty space and delusions from Carp. Hiding behind this wall, he's gonna have to go big or go home. At least 1 here, maybe 2.
If they don't check him, I might actually scream.
Yeah. Carp holding this
It looks
angle,
like they're
though.
gonna...
Carp finds the first, but all I need finally
Spike
gets the
down
trade.
A.
Carp not going to get too much out of that. I wonder if maybe hiding would have been better. Jet dashes on. They have the read. Open space on the A site. Thorns come through, gonna stall this retake as well. What's it called? How are you going to deal with this? They have all the space. They have the rubble. They have tree. They have drop. What's it called? Don't exactly have the utility for this. Down 4 people. Don't even have the Viper ultimate. Dare now just wants to hop down in the drop. Whiffs from Senzu. Whiff from Senzu. But still has a classic. He has a classic still. Nimbus straight to the poke. Finds R30. Nade is good, but not for a kill. All I need. Sitting in the smoke. Satchel comes through. Flash is broken. You can spam, or you can go home. John Pork finds Nimbus with 1 left alive. John Pork finds a 3rd.
John Pork finds 3.
John Pork with the 3K to find a 5th round for OPZ.
Wow. Definitely, I mean, like we've been talking about, another hero round, but also that was just incredible from John Pork. Just lining them up, killing them all.
Yeah, line him up, knock him down. This guy on the raise, absolutely unheard of shots to bring OPZ another round. We were talking about heroics earlier, and now all of a sudden it's OPZ's turn to have absolute heroics, pulling the cat out of the bag, pulling nothing out of something, or pulling something out of nothing. Sorry, I messed it up. That was gonna be so cool. 3 over Torn's Mound now. What's it called? Just doing the same thing over and over. Eye comes through, will be broken, but no, there's 3 there. Prowler comes out now. OPZ starts to wisen up. 2 Prowlers use Nade as well. Nami, low HP, gonna be broken now. They know he's in the right corner. TP's back, has to yield the space. But what's it called? Have left a dangerous gap open on A. Just 1 left alive, Zera. They have yet to punish.
Towards A.
Yeah, they have yet to punish the solo A-hole, but they've done it on C a couple times. It looks like they're gonna try and be successful over towards A. He just has a ghost. Let's see if he can pull off the same heroics that he did 3 rounds ago on C with the solo ghost. But actually, this time he's making himself a little bit more present, just trying to hold the space, watching for a peek out of the smoke. Carp holding breakable.
Don't underestimate
exactly open. We'll hear the orb
and his pistol.
We'll hear the orb be taken. But Nami in spawn, the whiff! Oh, the whiff! Nimbus finds Nami, and all of a sudden, what's it called? Put OPZ in danger. Carp with the 3K! Has the spike! Senzu, what can you show us? Absolutely 0 zilch squash. Carp with the 4K to find the 5th round for what's it called?
I mean, I did say they had the pistols, and here we go, seeing them with the pistols, using those pistols to win the round.
I mean, your read is correct, I can't lie. And now, what's it called? All of a sudden, economy flourishing. Nimbus even chooses to buy an operator. On the other side, OPZ, not so fortunate. Although, 5-5 still, even OPZ should be dissatisfied with the way that this game is going. They won the first 3 rounds, and now they're even? 5-man hit over towards A. They have a read, and might just be correct. It's a 2 versus 5 on site. I know who I'll take. It's Nimbus and Penalty absolutely wrecking them. Senzu, at least 1 kill. A little bit of a silver lining, but won't matter much. Now, what's it called? Just resets, re-explores through B, has the space. Viper wall goes up, stalling out OPZ. 2 people alive. I don't even think that you need utility here. Just bodies alone should be more than enough.
They do both have guns now, so they are still a threat, but Nimbus is holding this line. Sees R30. He's holding it with the op, though. That might be a little hard to clear out, considering what agents are left alive, but
Nimbus has the angle. You're going to have to be very careful. Nimbus has R30, and Senna is good for the trade. Senzu. Headshot, wallbang, 6-5. What's it called? Have finally pulled ahead. OPZ, can you equalize, or were you dipped down below the prime that you know that you have?
I mean, I wanted to say this last round, but the round started before I could. But I was gonna say that if I'm what's it called here, I'm telling everybody to just buy pistols. Nobody buy any rifles. It's like a.
Nimbus Solo holding, it's a good read. Koi has been taking advantage of the space. He's right to do it. None the wiser. Nimbus. First pick on the board. Razor comes through. All of a sudden, OPZ is going to speed up, and they're going to go fast. Fade Tease comes out. Raze stuck in the vines. Can't find anything else out of it. Space garnered, however, and R30 going to plant the spike. Moment ult comes through. Jet still holding the flank. Haven't really done much with the Jet so far since it's been good. been great. They're over towards water. Boombot trying to find him. Actually miss. Clearing the space they already know they have. Now Zera re-exploring the space. Nami, you're on an angle that you can't exactly stay in. Won't be seen. I didn't even know you could do that. Fatal comes through. John Pork. Here's the raise. Come through. Nimbus. Ulti. Everyone has to get off-site. Evacuation immediately. Viper ult comes through. It's spam from Mountain. Senzu finds Carp. Viper ult neutralized. Zera finds two. Senzu finds another. Penalty. Finds Nami and Nimbus. Puts it into the round. It's a 7-5 half. What's it called? Went down by 3 right away and recovered perfectly.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I just wanted to make a point of this. I think that honestly, what's it called, have the superior comp here in terms of agents, because the thing that I like with the Vice and the Viper is that you can have 2 people holding one site and the other 3 they get to go fight, and I think what's it called definitely used that to their advantage in that half.
Right? Yeah, they did a good job of it most rounds, but a lot of rounds as well. Vibes was just solo holding. I don't know how they didn't get taken advantage of more. The thing about this is they have double duelists on the side of OPZ. They have no Viper. No way to force re-clears out of the attackers, or the defenders, sorry. OPZ have no way to force re-clears, and they have no way to actually guarantee a hold of space. Like over towards Rebel, taking that space is super difficult. And the Jet only has real value if you have an operator, and we haven't seen the Jet op a single time. We haven't even seen OPZ touch an operator other than the time that they got wrecked by Nimbus on the op. You have a Jet, you have to use it to op, but there is no op on the board. And now, on a pistol round, OPZ have no chance of getting an operator, and if they want a chance at all, they'll have to get this round. Hopefully equalize with what's it called, maybe get a bonus.
I'll take this one. Seems like what's it called, or not what's it called? Yeah, OPZ are actually gonna fight towards C main this round. Senzu might get hit with the onslaught of players here and be main. See if he can get out, maybe get a few kills. But this part seems like it might just be trying to run down B. Come out with the Vice Flash early. Senzu catches it out. Gonna try and get off site before they can see him. Heads to broken door. Smoke down. It seems like they might actually get caught out by this door here if they decide to go through. But Carp and Zera here is gonna catch them out. It's actually a trap, and they're hitting C now. I mean, I don't know what OPZ could have done about that. It was a trap. They had no clue. Now, what's it called? Have the C site. Looks like they want to fight out into CT. Gonna catch out all I need here. Senzu alone in the 1v4 candy, and no, Zera catches him out.
Shots are good for sure. What's it called? Takes an essential pistol out of the grasp of OPZ, and all of a sudden OPZ now down on the back foot yet again. You were already down 2 rounds, and now you've lost the pistol round. You have to get an eco, and if you don't get an eco, you have to win the bonus. Right, you have to win the anti-bonus. You have to win your buy round to prevent what's it called from snowballing more than they already have, because yeah, they're certainly going to start snowballing, not just in terms of economy and ultimate orbs, which is super important obviously, but in terms of momentum. What's it called have won 4 rounds in a row now. They're grouping up over towards C, which is the weak side. It's a low buy, so it's not exactly going to matter, but this Fade going to clear out all of the mound space still. What's it called, a little bit suspicious of the fact that there's no information available on mounts. They're actually going to go back over towards A, where the Fade Eye will clear the space for OPZ. A little bit of a jump spot for John Pork. Wall might be going up soon. Else John Pork going to get this entire line. If the wall does go up, John Pork going to definitely be able to suss this out. Senzu over on B has the line, has all of the information. John Pork getting more bold with his jump spot. Finally, what's it called? Up this wall. Prowler comes through, clears Rebel, walking up. Clear the space, you have to look towards stair. Here's John Pork's jump spot. Penalty, Prowler out, clearing close, knows he has the space. Considering breaking breakable, decides against it, just going to take this orb, continue snowballing. Well, what's it called? Rotates over towards A, 4 people strong, and OPZ.
It's actually clear for them to take.
What's it called? Hits B, has the read that OPZ rotates people over towards A, leaves Nami over towards A, where, what's it called? The and clear out. Then
Wow.
and
That
Senna
actually gets.
finds one, but R30 now has a Phantom, and this is dangerous. Nimbus trying to fix this mistake, but not actually gonna happen. Door will be open. Trying to convince WIC that it's not there anymore. Penalty
Penalty actually
finds
behind.
him, pulls his
already.
knife out.
There.
That's right, Penalty. Please show this guy respect. Penalty
Penalty catching him from
finds
behind.
R30.
Getting that Phantom back.
Assassination from the
Into
back.
the
Find this
hands.
rifle. And now,
And
immediate
it looks like they're
evacuation.
just going to-
Carp is just
Die
running into
too.
Koi, getting this ult orb online.
Yep. And they died to Spike. Honestly, I think this is a good anti-ego. I mean, it's kind of tough because they did lose 2 guns, but they were able to keep the Phantom as well as that Guardian, which, in my opinion, are the important weapons to keep at the very least.
Yeah, 100%. And also, to add on to that, Carp intentionally died because he knows that he can get his ult orb faster if he does die to them instead of the Spike or instead of living. And he didn't exactly have an important gun. What's it called? Looks like they're just going to play this round to get a little bit of damage, maybe a snowball, get some orbs online, working towards the Penalty and Carp ultimates to fade into the Viper. OPZ immediately taking control of A, clearing this space out, but what's it called? A group pivot for B, where there is an empty site, but door will be hit. We've seen this round before
On a pivot for
from
C.
OPZ. All he needs, Solo tries to hit a good shot, and this is... Prowler comes through, will be knifed. Nami now entering onto site as the Omen. At the same time, OPZ clearing all of B with Boombot. Denzu from OPZ holding the hall space. Waiting for the retake, actually takes a shot onto Nimbus, finds
Did
two,
he
the
get 2?
headshot onto Senna. What's it called? We're gonna play for damage, but no damage to be found other than shields. Carp
Oh,
finds
Carp.
another penalty as well. OPZ, this is your save. This is their save, sorry. OPZ can't lose this. Prowler will spot Carp out with shots. Nami trying his best to win this round, wants it so badly, but Zera puts Koi in the grave. Nami holding his angle. The stick comes through on the worst timing possible, and Zara finds the bonus, which is barely a bonus. It's more of a save. You had 2 rifles and pistols. And OPZ, for the love of God, you're down 9-5. Call a timeout.
We definitely need to see a
Please!
timeout from them. Otherwise, I mean, what's it called? Definitely have the momentum here, and unless OPZ calls something, I genuinely think this round could and or might actually go to what's it called? This game, sorry. Nimbus with the Outlaw. See if he can catch Senzu before Senzu gets out, and he does.
The thing about this is actually OPZ's pick. Nimbus and Zera immediately finding opening picks. Cracking these sides wide open. So many options for me to choose from. John Port tries to clear space on B by the grenade, but will all be heard by Zera, who's still over towards B. John Port, you can't be peeking out. How are you alive? Nonetheless, over towards A, the weak side, OPZ going to be exploited in ways that, what's it called, could never have dreamed of already. Free space taken, Zera trying to block off this retake. Thorns will not be broken by John Port. Instead, he will just sit in them.
Retrieving flash.
What's it called? 2 players low. Nimbus
Actually,
and
pivot
Zera.
towards B.
Yeah, B pivot is good, but John Port wants to peek once again, finally put in the dirt by penalty. Should have happened long ago. Penalty as well. Getting this plant, and with that, find another round basically for what's called in less. Boy, what can you show us? What can you find? Finds another. Dink is good for it, but still, it's a 3 versus 1, and Nami trying to defuse to the wall. Walks into the smoke. Finds the first Nimbus. What are you doing, son? Smoke comes through on the main. Senna catches Nami jumping up. 11-5. What's it called? Putting OPZ in the grave so far, and OPZ has to call a timeout.
I mean, I think this game goes to what's it called unless OPZ can call this timeout here, but they just haven't been. I mean, I feel like even last season you barely saw teams taking timeouts. It's just like, I guess maybe something that crosses the mind. Also, I know most teams don't really have a coach, so maybe it's a little hard there, but looks like we're actually going to see a big fight here towards A main, perhaps. So, John Port catches one out with the op.
John Pork, you definitely needed that. Although I do have questions as to why the operator isn't over on the jet, who is, let's see, with Koi holding that space. Rotation is going to be called. Pings coming out onto A. That's back into heaven. John Pork with the operator holding their spawn for some reason. Doesn't
They know
where the
Sen
Omen
isn't there.
teleported to. Yeah, 100%. But still, space is good for them. Prowler
Also gonna have to
clears
clear
out
out,
close B, breakable, being taken by Penalty. Nami has to deliver read with Senna catches Senzu as he dashes into them. Fatal comes through. There's only one on site. It's Nami against the world. Looking towards stairs, and we would be correct about that, but Senna refuses to go down easy. Teleport comes through, gets out alive once again, and now 3 on site. Nami decides he has to go back over and help. Nimbus finds Koi. 4 versus 2.
One enemy remaining.
Senna finds John Pork. Only one left.
No,
Nami.
Nami's there.
You're gonna have to go even bigger, and
And they
Nimbus
do.
has the angle, has the read. 12-5, and OPZ now have to face what's it called on match point.
Party's over.
Still, no timeout in sight. That's something I think many of these teams could be taking advantage of, but they just don't. I mean, a timeout is very good for stopping momentum, I've noticed, but maybe it's crossing their mind, but I got a very bad feeling about this round for OPZ fans out there. Actually gonna be all 5 towards A from what's it called, although it is into the 4th stack.
John Pork gonna be spotted out. Razor comes through. Park wants this round so badly. Sinzu falls early. Yet another first death goes to the duelist. Ult now picked up.
So he's a
R30 with the
shotgun,
judge.
though.
Entry holding the space, but what's it called? Has the read. Goes around. Doesn't even bother to take three. Penalty finds John Pork. 3 people left. Time is ticking. R30 can't even go big with the judge. You have the close angle and you can't find trap. Oh my god,
legs him.
Senna, the whiff, Koi finds a way back in, but he's on 1 HP. Time now ticking down. OPZ on the back foot. Ultimate will come through.
is a good
Koi
roll.
is getting desperate for sure. Viper ultimate still up, covering the spike, and 1 bullet would be enough to put Koi in the dirt, which does happen. Nami cannot find the
Attackers
game.
win.
Carp wins it out for what's it called, and the first map goes to the underdog. OPZ
I mean-
on their own map pick got completely snowballed. Couldn't even find anything after getting the first 3 rounds.
That's crazy. They got 3 rounds on the at the beginning of the game, and then could only find 2 more throughout the rest of it. It's getting a little scary for all those OPZ fans out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Though I think what's it called, have more experience playing with each other since they still have their 4 players from last season. Meanwhile, it's only 2 on the side of OPZ. Definitely plays a factor.
This co-caster is probably so handsome. Interesting.
I don't know that guy. Never heard of him in my life.
Hmm.
Are we still live?
We are, yeah. Brax, do you have a timer running for the 5 minutes?
Oh no, I do not. I forgot. I will just do 4 minutes
Gotcha, all good.
since like a minute has passed.
Gotcha.
We live or no?
We are live. We are 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that OPZ came out with a double duelist composition, and John Pork definitely looked really good, but I don't think it was good enough whenever Sinzu on the jet didn't pick up an operator and actually died first more times than the first blood was found. So what's the point of a jet if you're not going to use the jet for jet things, you know? It doesn't make any sense
Yeah.
to me. And OPZ, it's early in the tournament. People still don't know what maps are good for who. Last time we things like Deviate Wukong's Bind was only figured out after groups was over, and people realized, okay, hey, Deviate Wukong, actually, we don't want to play against them on binds, and it's the type of stuff that hasn't been figured out yet in this tournament because this is still the first game, the first map of this tournament just concluded. I guess already we can see that have come out swinging on Lotus, and that might be something that people need to consider later on. Don't pick Lotus against especially if keep performing this way, because this isn't definitive proof that are good on Lotus. For all we know, OPZ are bad. For all we know, OPZ have turned over a new leaf and are all of a sudden the worst team in this tournament. We might not know that, right?
I
That
definitely
might be the case.
I agree, but also I think here in this match specifically, it was something I noticed, but it seems definitely has more experience playing together as a team because again, they still have 4 players
Yeah.
from last season. But here on OPZ side, they're -3 out of the players that they had when they made their run.
Right, they're still a very young
And
team, right? And
yeah,
have so much experience together, you know? Oh,
I'm not saying to shut out OPZ yet, but might take a little bit before they can get fully used to each other.
by the way, Brax, can you give them a warning whenever it's 1 minute and tell them that penalties occur if they aren't here by the 1 minute?
Gotcha.
Thank
I need to go get a water. I'll be back.
you. Okay. We'll have to see if OPZ can show us anything different on the next map, which is actually, let me see, what is the next map? I need to check. It is, boom. It is Ascent. What's it called? Starting on defense for this map. Once again. And this is the map that we haven't actually seen at all during the Invitational, right? The Night Sky Invitational didn't have Ascent as part of the map pool. The Night Sky Arena, coming into the first season of this tournament, starts out with Ascent in the map pool, and will probably continue that way for the majority of this tournament. What's good, Froggy Bread? Hello. Hello. Are you aware that you're allowed to join the call, though you don't have to type in the chat? You're a VIP.
Timer is up.
How do I take attendance?
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Perfect timing, I guess, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.